My name is Julian Steinbach, and I am a freshman at Michigan State University going for a bachelor's in electrical engineering degree. And I'm here to give you some successful tips on what it takes to be successful at not only Michigan State but in any college you go to. So, the commonly asked question is, what does it take to be successful? And the common generalization is that you have to get good grades or you have to be perfect in order to be a successful student. But that's where most students get it wrong, because you don't have to get perfect grades in order to be here. Like, you have students who fail, who at one time or another has failed a course or is going to fail a course later in life. I mean, you have to fail at some point in order to move on from the mistake that you made, from the last semester that you went in. So you don't have to get perfect grades, but it's advisable that you do keep your grades up, because if you keep your grades up, it'll benefit you in the long run. So, and another thing that I do in order to be successful is to find like a group of friends or someone that I can relate to. So in this case, I found a mentor through TRIO, which is the Office of Supportive Services. And what the Office of Supportive Services does is that it provides you a mentor, and it helps you with your difficult classes. It helps you stay on track. And that's just one of the few resources that could help you here at Michigan State. And not many colleges offer a support services, so it's good to keep that in mind as well. From one of the classes that I'm taking, I learned more about planning out, and that's one thing you should do when you're taking classes, is make sure that you have time for yourself and time to study, as well as time to do whatever else you want to do whatever else you want to do in your life, like relax, maybe take a nap, maybe, but you have to keep yourself first. Another thing to realize is that you can't shut yourself away to just doing homework and academics all the time, because you'll miss the social aspect of what college is all about, because college is all about being social and reaching out. And if you don't have the social skills in order to do that, then you might not succeed in any college. That's just a known fact. And one thing to almost realize is to take advantage of the free resources available to you. There is a bunch of resources that are available here at Michigan State in any college. But any college here at Michigan State, they offer help rooms. They offer the Math Learning Center or the Writing Center if you're having trouble in writing. Or they have the Guided Learning Center for any other classes that might get in your way of what you want to achieve. So always take advantage of the free tutoring or the free resources available to you, because they're there for you for free. You didn't have to pay for those. The only thing you probably have to pay was probably the tuition in order to get here, if you win a scholarship or not. So that's what it takes to be successful here at Michigan State University.
Hey, my name is Brianna Celine Flint, and I am doing an interview for my UGS class. The first question I have is, how do you define success at Michigan State? What does it mean to be successful in your first semester? Consider your support systems, both academically as well as socially. To be successful at Michigan State for me is to stay focused, make sure that I'm doing all my work and I'm being attentive in class. Basically, like going to every class, doing all my assignments, making sure I turn anything in, making sure that I actually get something out of the class has been successful for me. And being successful my first semester, basically just like trying my best to go to every class, doing my work, basically the basics. The second question I have for myself is, what resources are available to students that can aid them in being successful? How do you seek them out and use them? How might your identity play into which resources you use? Well, I feel like using resources can be character building, because you make a lot of networks and you meet a lot of new people and make friends. Like, one resource that I use is the Math Learning Center, and I've met a lot of people in the Math Learning Center that help me with math one-on-one, as long as helping me with other things, like with friendships and just having someone to go to talk to. You also go to the writing center. They help you write papers, resumes, and all that good stuff. Another resource that you can go to advisors. There's a website that you can go to schedule an appointment with an advisor. There's always someone to talk to. And it's really character building because like you learn a lot of different stuff. You network with people, you learn stuff about yourself, and all the resources are given to you. All you have to do is just utilize them. So then the last question is, what general advice might you give to an incoming freshman? My general advice is to do not do all-nighters. Do not stay up late. Get a job so that you can balance like work and life. And don't give up. Stay strong. No matter what's going on, everything will be fine. Someone that I used to go to school with used to always tell me, this too shall pass. There has never been a storm that lasted forever. So just keep strong and do your best. Your grade point average does not define you. And make as many friends as possible. Bye.
Hi, my name is Nandi Bellman. I'm a second year student, but I have senior credits. I'm going to be graduating in May 2018.
Thank you, Nandi, for participating in our student survey. I have 3 questions to ask you. The first question is, what should you do to be successful at Michigan State? What is some advice that you can give incoming freshmen on how to be successful?
Well, my word of advice is keeping up is easier than catching up. So don't procrastinate. Don't wait till the last minute. Especially for like tests and exams, when you try to study at the last minute, it really doesn't retain the information. So it's easier to do a little bit over a length of time rather than a lot in a short period of time. And another tip to be successful is when you first come, I feel like you should have a plan. You should go and speak to an advisor to, schedule out your classes for the duration that you plan to be here. And the Go Green 15 initiative is very beneficial when planning because, say for instance, if someone has a psychology major and they, need the 120 credits to graduate, then they need to take 15 credits per semester to ensure that they graduate on time and reduce the risk of becoming a super senior.
Okay, thank you. Our second question is, why might being successful at Michigan State be important to a student's goals and aspirations? Consider your career planning and how it has influenced you during your final year.
I feel like it's important to be successful because, like, from the very first class that you take, that grade contributes to your cumulative GPA. And, it's, leading back to the first question, it's easier keeping up than catching up because, say, if you get all bad grades, in the beginning of your academic career, then, toward the end, it's like you're going to feel the need to try to 4-point every single class just to bring your cumulative GPA up when, it's not impossible, but it'll be harder to reach. And as for my career goals, I feel that you just need to start researching into your master's or whatever, further education you're going to take because those certain, the further education has certain requirements that you have to meet, such as like standardized testing, whether it be the GRE, LSAT, MCAT, all of those things. And you need to prepare for those ahead of time and, just to prepare yourself so that you can be the best that you can be.
All right, our third and final question. What general advice might you give to an incoming student?
Okay, the general advice that I would give to any freshman is to get involved as much as you can because, I feel like resume building is most important at this time. I feel like organizations and, whether you get involved in any organization on campus or getting a job on campus or, even just doing community service that you can document, all of that stuff on your resume, it just makes you a person, a whole rounded person. And I feel that I feel that yeah, I feel that as long as you get involved, then, because I mean, like, even if someone has good grades, it's not enough to, like, if that's the only thing that you have on your resume, then I don't want to say it's not enough, but I mean, it's not enough. So, as long as you show that you are very diverse in, all the skills and attributes.
Hi, my name is Erin Taylor. I am a physics major here at Michigan State University, and I am currently a freshman. Now, in my opinion, being successful here at MSU, it will get very busy and very difficult. But like, as long as you keep time management skills and study like a lot, then you'll get there. And any tips and strategies, like one thing I would say is like build a schedule, like on the days that you need, because that is highly helpful. Even though I still have not fully mastered that yet, I still am working on building a schedule on the days. And also keep up with the time, because time will go by either super slow or super fast depending on what you're doing. And when you have enough time, go out and have a little fun. Like, college isn't all about work, work, work. I mean, it is to be successful, but like also just don't overwork yourself to the point where you don't over stress yourself and then you end up like with gray hairs or ready to like go cuss out the professor because of this like 10-page paper or something. But the best way to do it is to go out, have a little fun, maybe to like a little college party. Don't do that. Or like, one of the events here at MSU, because there are many safe and fun events here at MSU that you can go to enjoy and relax your mind.
Okay, so one more question. What is one thing that you struggled with the most? And what did you do to overcome that challenge?
I'm still overcoming this challenge, but time management is one of the hugest things that I'm still struggling with. Because I'm a person that goes to sleep a lot. So I have to think about where to put like my naps, where to read this or where to write that, or where to do homework, add online classes into my schedule as well. And it's not necessarily easy because I like to sleep longer than what I say. And I oversleep the time where I'm supposed to read, or I will forget to do the online classes because I'm tired. And like, classes will stress you out, but time management is my hugest problem. And the simple fact that I'm one of the people that graduated high school without having to even pick up a book to study, now I have to do it here, and I'm not used to it. So, yeah.
Any last minute comments, suggestions, concerns?
All right. Best thing here on campus to do is pretty much like open mic night. That will like give like really good positive vibes and stuff if you like music and watching people embarrass themselves on stage. But it's a good thing of confidence. And also another thing, if you do go out and party, make sure you go out with people that you know, because if you don't, you will end up in a situation that you cannot get out of, and we don't want that, especially here. Like, it's already been a couple of incidents last semester, and we don't need that right now.
Okay. Thank you for participating in my student survey and what it means to be successful at MSU.
Go green.
Go white.